Hi, it's Mel, and this is the emoji book tag. There are a lot of versions of this tag, but I'm going with the version where you take your 5 most recently used emojis and then you choose a book to go with that emoji. So my most recently used emoji is the blushing wide-eyed one, and a book that I think represents that emoji is We Were Liars by E. Lockhart, because if you read it, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't read it, don't know anything about this book before you read it, and I advise that you read it because it's amazing. So not much really I can say about this one. My second most recently used emoji is the smug looking smirk one, which has the little upturned mouth in the corner. And I call that one the I see what you did there emoji. And the one where I most thought I see what you did there during reading it is Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. During reading this book, I thought I see what you did there all of the time, because it's like if you were in the Harry Potter fandom and you knew all of the useless trivia, you know that they're talking about Harry Potter, but you can't say Harry Potter. And my third most recently used emoji is the one with the eyes that is almost a cross and the tongue sticking out. And I just think of that emoji as the silly happy emoji. And the book that I think is silly happy emoji is Rockaholic by C.J. Scoose. This is a book about a girl who kidnaps a rock star. It basically follows the plot of Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen, and the characters are kind of mental and silly and weird, because at the start of the book the main character just puts on rock music at her grandfather's funeral because that's what he would have wanted, apparently, because he was all rock and metal and stuff. The fourth emoji for the emoji book thing is the monkey putting its hands over its mouth. It just looks really cute, and it's kind of like the shocked emoji but less shocked, if that makes any sense. And I just put it as like an oops or an oh dear or something like that. And the book where while reading it I was like oops oh no is The Coldest Girl in Cold Town by Holly Black. I don't have this book because I borrowed it from the library, and it's actually a vampire book, and it's about this world where there was like vampires around but they weren't really known about, and then when they were known about, some cities got blocked off and turned into cold towns, and the main character wakes up in a bathtub from a party, and this kind of party was like they only open the windows and the doors when it's daylight again, and she actually finds out that vampires were at the party but they didn't get her. And the thing with being cold is when you get bitten by a vampire, and it's in between being a vampire and being bitten by a vampire, and when you're cold it lasts for like 88 days, and if you drink human blood in that time then you turn into a vampire, and it's very gruesome. But I love the book. The last emoji that is my recently used emoji is the happy, closed-eyed, slightly blushing smiley face, and the book which I associate with that emoji is Everything Leads to You by Nina LaCour, because this made me really happy while reading it, and it's mystery so I can't really tell you much about it, but I can tell you that the main character is a girl which works as a artist for set designing movies and putting all the props in there, putting all the props where they're supposed to be and like designing them. And her brother goes away and he leaves her and her best friend his apartment and says, do something great with this apartment while I'm gone. And by the end of the book you get a glimpse into what happens when he returns. Those are all the emojis, so those are all the books that I have to show you. So like and subscribe and all that stuff if you want. Bye!